Welcome to the Sound Like Us podcast, where we get the bedroom rock stars out of the bedroom and out into the world to hopefully get them the recognition they deserve. During the interview, we get to know an artist by asking about how important music is to them, from how their early life shaped the musician they became, and their first taste of live music to their first foray into writing and producing and what they have planned for the future. Please like, follow, share, subscribe in all the usual places: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Instagram and YouTube. Big thank you to everyone that's done so already. Please spread the word far and wide to your friends and family, and even that annoying prick you sit next to at work. If you like the podcast, please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you use. This helps give the algorithm a big old slap on the chops and gets those musicians even more of the exposure they deserve. If you're a musician, singer-songwriter, rapper, producer, DJ, MC, or even, God forbid, a drummer, and you fancy joining me on the podcast, please don't hesitate to get in touch and we'll get you on. We are also proud to announce that we've partnered up with our mates at East London Recordings. East London Recordings is an independent record label run by independent artists for independent artists. East London Recordings has grown into an influential label committed to helping artists realise their full potential. We will be working with East London Recordings by interviewing their artists on the podcast, giving them more exposure on their background, what inspires them, where they are performing, and what music they have coming out in the near future. There will be many more things to listen out and watch out for, so keep those eyes out and ears peeled. Thanks for listening and enjoy the show. Welcome to the Sounds Like Us podcast on this warm morning, and a lovely welcome today to today's guest, the multi-talented London-based singer-songwriter and producer Kat Elliott. Kat, welcome to Sound Like Us. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks, Martin. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now that we've finally managed to get on, because I got the times mixed up this morning. So sorry about that once again, Kat. So let's start by having you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. When I was growing up, my dad was into prog rock, so there was always a lot of Marillion being played in the house, and he was also into Dire Straits and stuff like that. So he had quite an eclectic musical taste, and my mum was more into kind of typical sort of pop music, and there was always a lot of music playing. Watch musicals. That was one of the things that me and my sisters used to do a lot when we were kids. We used to sort of I was really into musical theatre, and I would say Annie was probably my favourite musical, to the point that I learned every single songs, but the whole script, I would kind of whole thing quite often. Must have driven my mum a little bit mad, but there you go. So that was the musicals, pop, and prog rock.
Okay. So how do you reckon that sort of musical background kind of influence you in what you're doing now?
I would say that the main way it's influenced what I do now is that it's when I produce music, it's typically the arrangement's very rich. I like to have a lot of, I like to have different elements in it. I like it to sort of sound quite full and rich. I always feel like songs have an element of drama in them. Even the I can't help myself. I sort of end up making them a little bit dramatic. Yeah, I was probably the main way that I can think.
Yeah. Can you share sort of how your background and the places where you grew up helped to shape you musically? Were there any kind of experiences or incidents that you can think of that stand out to you?
I don't really know, to be honest, because I feel like there was a big gap between growing up and then when I started actually making music myself. So I never really thought songs myself, if you know what I mean. So I don't know whether is influences from my childhood in my music now, but I can't really sort of tie them to a subconscious thing.
Yeah. So your bio says it's quite difficult to categorize your music into one sort of genre. How would you pinpoint it yourself?
I don't know, really. I mean, I feel like I'm not really strongly influenced by any particular genre, because I never really had a favorite. I think I've never even had a favorite band. I've always there's just been particular songs that I've really connected with, and that could cut, and then I might anything else from that particular artist, and I don't really set out for it to be in a particular genre. So it's each song kind of just download and kind of is just the way it is. It makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense.
Yeah. No, that does make sense. Yeah. So
As a real independent artist, how important is it for you to maintain that spirit in your work? And are there any sort of particular steps you take to ensure that that happens?
What, as in sort of independence, as in sort of creation of the song?
Yeah,
Well, I guess, I mean,
independence from like any kind of angle.
yeah, I think I would say that I really like hyper independent. Like I do everything myself. So like for example, album Grange Road, and the album before that, I just produced everything myself on the job. So I like watch YouTube videos to figure out how to do things in Logic, which is the software that I use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like I myself, and I think the reason for like I have this aversion to um collaboration, not because of an ego thing, like, oh, I don't think anybody else can do it as good as me. It's just I feel like for some reason, if I do
Yeah.
everything, it's 100% me, which means it's like
Mm,
complete, and it feels like that feels like how I want to be as an artist. And I know
yeah.
that there's a lot of things, good things about sort of working with a producer because then you get two minds working on the same song.
Mhm,
But no, I think
yeah.
at this year I'm kind of like just really I want to see what it's all going to be like, only me doing it, like because then people are
Mm,
getting Kat Elliott
yeah.
experience.
I guess you kind of want to maintain that control as well, especially, I've kind of attempted to be in bands before and you get too many voices, like the drummer wants to do this, the bass player wants to do that and stuff. And like, well, at the end of
Yeah,
the day, I've written the song and I kind of want to take it in my direction.
yeah, exactly. And also, I think from the point of view of like working with a producer, like really often I
Mm,
don't actually know what it is that I want until I hear it. So it's if I went to
mm,
what usually happens, I have done before, and what happens is because I can't express what I want it to end up like. It always ends up going. They'll have to because you've only got a certain amount of time in the studio with them. And so what I've found is that myself and my software and my instruments, I've got kind of all the time in the world to, and then I'll know what it is that I like when I hear it, and that can take ages. And you can't
absolutely.
massive budget. You can't just sit and say, well, let's just experiment with different sounds and like, so I think that's probably why.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Completely agree. All right. So your latest single, Romance Junkie, is a playful folk ditty with an uplifting message. Does that song come from quite a personal place?
Yeah, yeah. I'd say definitely like there's definitely elements of like autobiographical stuff going. I have a habit of like having like crushes on people that kind of never going to work out with or
Mm,
my league and then it's always lovely. You feel that feeling, but there's always the down, the come like a roller coaster. And so yeah,
yeah.
that's where that song comes from. And I think
Yeah, I guess it's something that after you.
I was just gonna say, I think like the energy of the song. I think it was like I was just in a bit of a sort of dip, probably after coming down off
Mm,
dead like infatuations, and I just kind of did get some energy out, and I kind of picked up the guitar, and it was a really
yeah,
good song. It just all burst out, and it was like that was the fun of it. The nice kind of
yeah. Kind of
yeah,
helps. Yeah, kind of helps you to get you out of that funk a little bit, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah. It's like a bit cathartic, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think we've all been there as musicians, definitely. Right, I've got a random question for you now.
Well, I love the random.
If you, it's quite a random question as well. Take any person to any gig in history by any artist. A, who would you take? B, what gig would it be? And C, why would you take that person to that gig?
This is going to sound a little weird, but like I would take my dad to a
Yeah.
concert, like Queen in their heyday. Basically, I think Queen's are just like made. I love the fact that Queen have managed to make one of the best songs pretty much every genre. It's almost like they went out
Mm,
the best rock and roll song and let's make the best like prog rock or prog pop. I mean, like Bohemian Rhapsody is just like a isn't it? But anyways, that aside, so
it's,
they're just amazing. And my dad just thinks, no, no,
yeah,
no, for like various reasons.
yeah.
Funny to force my Queen concert with me.
Listen, I would have absolutely loved to have seen Queen live.
Me too.
I had their first, their two greatest hits albums, one and two. I listened to them non-stop from the age of something like 12 to 14, I think.
Yeah.
A lot of people at school took the piss out of me for doing it, but I didn't care. I just loved it. And I think Bohemian Rhapsody is one of the greatest things ever produced.
Yeah. Just just absolutely unbelievable. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah,
What a masterpiece.
it is a masterpiece.
Yeah. It's like for me it's kind of like of not just musicianship, right? But
Yeah.
how a band, just those
Yeah.
particular people and those particular sounds that they created and the parties that they did, just everything, just complete, like perfection. Yeah. And like I watched
Yeah.
doc
Yeah.
about the recording of Bohemian Rhapsody and the way that they laid down the piano. I think it's like he did it in one take. It was just mind blowing. Sorry,
Really?
I'm gonna
Wow.
get off my get off my Queen stuff.
I'm jealous. Nothing happens with one take, even if I'm recording just by myself.
Yeah, yeah,
Madness, mad.
yeah.
Right. So, what was the first piece of music that you ever wrote?
First piece of music I ever wrote, I would say I want to go with "So Dumb," a song called "So Dumb." I was just like,
Mhm.
and I decided after seeing Katie Tunstall performing on later with Jules Holland, and I got really into her. And like seeing her performing on stage, I was like, that is it. That is what I want to do. And that kind of prompted me to start and like start learning it. And the first song that I came up with was called "So Dumb." It's on a
Yeah.
little album called "Songs from the Swamp," which is a really
Yeah.
one take guitar album of the first. I think it's like 40 I wrote, and it's on there.
Okay. Cool. I have to check that one out. So, do you recall the first time you experienced live music, whatever context that might be?
I think it would have been. I think my friend was going out with a guy in a band. I can't remember the name of the
Mm.
band. Yeah, I would say I was about 14 or 15, and I don't know much about it except that it was really noisy because it was like heavy rock, and I felt like my kids were gonna die. Yeah, so I don't think I.
So, what was the name of that band? Do you remember where they performed as well? And
It was in Norfolk, and I think it was in a venue in Great
okay,
Yarmouth, and I think the band was called
all right,
Raucous, but that's all I can remember.
good name. So, you're very much inspired, like you said earlier, by musical theatre with its emotion and drama and all that kind of stuff. How did
Yeah.
that influence kind of manifest itself in your music?
I would say that it's. I feel like every song that I produce is kind of like a little. I don't know, a little piece of music theatre to me. It's got a story. It's
Mm,
got a story arc, and I feel like a lot of
yeah.
the instruments that I use are a little bit musical theatre. Like I kind of tend to always put something a little bit orchestral.
So, yeah, okay. So you add quite a lot of strings and that kind of thing to it, and
Yeah. Quite often I'll put like strings in there, and I also like to just I don't know put little embellishments. Sort of hard to describe, but
mm,
I like to make each piece a little sort
yeah,
of give every song its own kind of character and its own sort of personality. So
yeah,
I'll play
yeah.
around.
That definitely comes across.
Thank you. Good.
I love I love the richness of the sound of the songs that you produce. It's got that. It's got a real sort of richness of the sound
Oh, thank you.
that I quite enjoyed.
Yeah.
So I get
Carry on. Sorry. Really hard.
sorry the connections. The connection's not the best here.
Yeah.
With two opposite ends of London. I'm
Yeah.
deep south. You're deep north. We've got a big chunk of city in between us.
Mm.
So yeah, I guess having that as an inspiration influenced your love of prog rock too, with Pink Floyd and Genesis, etc.
I mean, I suppose when my dad was listening to it, like obviously
Yeah.
because I wasn't that into it, but it was kind of always there in the background. And now I listen to it, I can really, really appreciate just the complexity of it. The reason
Mm,
because it's like classical music. You've got like a whole symphony of instruments and sounds, but it's like modern ones. So, but you've got
mm, mhm.
similar arrangements and similar kind of melodies and harmonies going on, with electric guitars and synthesizers rather than, cellos and violin sections and stuff. And I think that's why I appreciate,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, I think I'm drawn to the genius of, being able to create an 8 minute long or 9 minute long piece of art, really. It's like a proper piece of music and lyrics, but it's just going steps further than a 3 minute pop song, if you know what I mean. I think, yeah.
Yeah, like you're saying earlier, you can add different embellishments and you can do little things here and there, and it kind of adds its own story and drama, I suppose.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like the prog rockers kind of exploring more. They're having an event in sound.
Yeah,
They're exploring their limits
yeah.
and abilities, and it's a bit more adventurous than, you know, music. I think pop music way more sort of like formulaic, created for a
Yeah.
it's created to a recipe.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely sticks to a rigid formula. Pop music. Yeah, do something different.
Yeah.
Come on, Justin Bieber.
I mean,
Right. So,
okay, go on.
what was the first live performance that you ever did yourself?
I'm going to say it was an open mic in the New Forest, probably around 2000,
Okay.
2015 maybe. So just over 10 years ago.
Wow.
I'd been like writing songs
Cool.
for a little while,
Yeah.
but never really sort of like performed them in front of anyone. So that was like really nerve wracking.
Mm.
Oh, actually, okay,
Yeah.
that was the first time I performed my own stuff, playing an instrument song.
Oh, okay.
When I was a kid, my mum, like, 'cause my mum's a singer as well, and she used to take us to
Oh, cool.
take us to these karaoke places. So I used to kind of get, pushed up to do songs on the karaoke, which I never really enjoyed. I didn't actually like. I don't like standing there, microphone and singing. I don't know what to do with my hands, and it's even I've been on the stage,
Yeah.
and I'm totally comfortable performing with my guitar, singing. But the minute you put a microphone, I'm just like I'm completely. I have no idea what to.
Uh, I'm the same. I'm the same. Right, now you've got to tell us which songs you did in karaoke.
I always did Alanis Morissette. Ironic, always, yeah, and
Oh,
probably
okay.
I would same that to do a karaoke, which I'm not going to do. I'm never going to do a karaoke again.
I'm not a fan of karaoke myself. I don't mind it as part of a night out where you're having a bit of fun, but
Yeah,
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 I'd rather go watch a singer-songwriter do their stuff.
yeah. This is the
You know?
thing. Real music. I'd rather go to open mics are great.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they're great to support. Local acts that especially people that are getting out there and doing it for the first time, and
Yeah,
because most people start with an open mic. I know that I've done that.
yeah.
Yeah, not karaoke.
Oh,
Seeing people thinking they can rap at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday night, doing the rap from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Nah, I don't want to see it.
yeah.
Not cool.
Oh my god.
Not cool. Looking back at all the live performances you've done, which is the one that you've enjoyed the most?
I'm going to say quite a lot of the ones that over the last year that I've been doing. I can't really pinpoint a particular. I just feel like I'm getting into my groove as a performer. I mean, 'cause I've always thought of myself as more of a songwriter, singer. So the whole entertaining and performing side that was a little bit more difficult for me to get my and but like I said,
Yeah,
last year I feel like I'm able to get into my zone and just fully be in the music, be in the song now in front of people. Whereas there was a bit of a self-consciousness that would kind of hold me back from just. And I feel like because I've let myself go now, people are drawn into the performance more, and they can actually join me in that vibe. So I feel like
yeah,
my gigs have just been getting better, and people have sort of joining in and having a great time. So that's been really nice.
yeah, yeah. And I guess it kind of helps that people have, they're seeing that you're more comfortable on stage, especially people that might have come and seen you before, and they've seen how much more comfortable you are,
Yeah,
and it becomes more enjoyable for them. And yeah, and the better the songs come across.
yeah. I mean, actually, I was
That's good.
playing a gig recently at the Retro Bar, and a guy came up. He seen me 3 years ago, and he was like, "Honestly, like you were always like really good, but that like it's gone to like your voice even
Another level.
it's just got more conviction." And he was like, "Yeah." So I think
Yeah,
you realise I've kind of come very far since I first.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Since you started in that 10, 11 years, yeah.
yeah.
So you played Summerfest 2024 with the likes of the Hoosiers, E17, etc. What was it like getting to play your music to an audience like that?
That was pretty amazing. It was really amazing, actually. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It was quite nerve wracking because it was like a massive stage.
Mm.
I played
Mhm.
it wasn't quite so busy, so I was like one of the first opening. But still, it was really exciting. And then it was really cool to watch the Hoosiers and I think they were my favourite band on that particular bill.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you got any plans to play any more festivals this year? Or?
Yeah, I'm doing the same one, the Summerfest, again in August, and I'm doing what's it called? What's the opposite of the solstice? The
Winter solstice, is it that?
hang on, equinox.
No.
Opposite.
Equinox, yeah.
So I've got so Equinox Festival. I've actually had to check my diary. Yeah, and I've got some food festivals that I'm doing, and Summerfest, and also there's a couple more that I can't remember the name of, but yeah, I've got
them. I'll tell you what we'll do. I've got all your upcoming gigs down here, and I'll read them out. I'll read them out at the end as well.
Well, I am.
Every Tuesday, Prince Alfred on Queensway, Bayswater in London.
Yep.
April 15th, Retro Bar, Munster Road in Fulham. April 25th is the Eat Festival in Yeovil. May 3rd and 4th, Non-Such Town and Country Show in Epsom. May 6th is the Revo Lounge in Chippenham.
Yep.
May 7th, the Good Mixer in Camden, legendary place. May the 9th, it's the Eat Festival again, but this time it's in Taunton. July the 2nd, it's Didsbury Arts Festival. August 29th and 30th, Summerfest in Framlingham.
Yep.
And September 17th to 21st, it's the Equinox Festival. Wow, loads of good stuff coming up there.
Yeah, and there's a few more that have come, but I haven't updated my gig list, which you just reminded me I need to do.
Okay, brilliant. We'll share that as and when.
Oh, brilliant.
No worries at all. Out of all the places you played, is there a particular favourite that stands out for you?
Venue-wise, I'm going to say the Prince Alfred, because I've played there quite, and you've got like a group of people that are kind of regulars, and it's kind of a really very sort of like very party kind of vibe. It's not always a party vibe, but it's welcoming and very sort of a safe kind of homely kind of vibe. So I guess that's one type of because it's quite cozy. But then also I would say, like we were talking about the Summerfest one, that's been amazing. That was amazing to play on a huge stage, huge sound system. That was also
that's good.
Amazing. So
that's good. That's good. Right, there's another random question for you. Ready?
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
Right, if you could save 5 albums by 5 different artists from a burning building, which 5 are you going to choose?
OK Computer by Radiohead.
Yeah.
Jagged Little Pill by Alanis Morissette. One of the
2
greatest hits albums.
Okay, which one?
I don't know. It's got to have Bohemian Rhapsody on it.
I think they both got that one, haven't they? I think it's the first one that's got it.
Okay, cool. Right, that one then.
Yeah.
And then how have I got 2 more? I'm going to say.
Yeah, 2 more.
I'm going to say, weirdly, Laundry Service by Shakira, because actually she's amazing. She produced everything.
Wasn't expecting that.
No, right? I'm a weirdo. I guess.
One more.
It's going to have to be Dark Side of the Moon, isn't it, by Pink Floyd?
Yeah. If you're a Floyd fan, you've got to pick that one. So that's 5. That is a good 5. Really was not expecting that Shakira one.
No, have you ever heard it? Have you ever listened to it? It's like it's a really
no.
It's great. It's like the songs on there are so cool. They're so cool, and like she produced.
Yeah.
She's really clever because she's that smart that she can do all that, the instrumentation and the singing. But to then go with like blonde sort of like bombshell thing, and almost that's what she is, and isn't like all of the clever behind it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
It's good that she can go from doing something like that, from what she was before, to doing something kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
That does show quite a lot of talent.
Yeah.
It's quite funny as well, because my kids are big fans of the film Zootropolis, the Disney Pixar cartoon thing. So we're constantly playing the soundtrack from it, and she did the soundtrack.
Yeah.
So it's ringing around my head now as we speak.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get them to listen to that. Right. Out of all of your songs that you played live, hey?
I was going to say, I don't think I've heard that soundtrack, so I should probably check it out.
Yeah, it's quite good, to be fair. So, out of all of your songs that you've played live, which is your favourite to play live, and why?
Oh God, so many. What, my songs or cover songs?
Any. Out of the ones that you've written.
The ones that I've written, I'm gonna say I love playing Madam Anna. That's one of my favourite ones to play. I like a lot of people will on the stuttery on Madam Anna and they'll like sing along to it. So I like that.
Mm. Okay.
And I want to say cover songs. I just don't know. Do you know what? I quite like doing Money, Money, Money by ABBA. I do my own sort of like little, like my own version of it. I've turned it indie kind of song. So I quite like doing that because I think people are liking it a bit more, maybe. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I like pulling out of Woman Trouble by The Artful Dodger. Like, people definitely aren't expecting me. So it's always fun to do that one because people aren't expecting it. Oh my God, UK Garage. Whoa, I forgot about this one.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Artful Dodger.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Shakira and the Artful Dodger, not expecting that.
Yeah, I know.
It's good though. Maybe one day you could do a duet with Craig David.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would actually be really good.
Right, so that'd be well cool. Right, what are your earliest memories of recording? Like, how did you do it? What kind of programs or studios did you use back in the day?
So I first started out using Cubase. I think it was Cubase, and then when I first started, like I had a few mean people say, "Well, I don't like it when you make it too complicated. Just stick to like your more kind of acoustic stuff." And then so I kind of like lost enthusiasm for a little while. So then by the time I got my enthusiasm back, I think it was like an Apple Mac. So I had GarageBand. So I kind of started GarageBand, and then I upgraded to Logic. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I use now, GarageBand. So you do Logic nowadays, yeah?
Yeah, Logic is my.
Is that okay?
Yeah, Logic is the thing. And I bought this computer. Oh my God, you're gonna love this, right? I bought my Apple Mac from a guy he called himself Freddie Mercury because he's into Queen. And everyone's like, you can't buy one called Freddie Mercury, for God's sake. It will be like, and I was like, no, I'm buying because he's called Freddie Mercury. And I bought it and it was fine. I'm pretty sure it's a ripped version, and maybe I shouldn't say that on a. I didn't do it, but I didn't. I'm sorry, Apple. I didn't rip you off. It wasn't me. I just bought something that had a dodgy version on it. But it's what?
Yeah, I'm sure Apple would be fine. I think they'll cope.
Yeah, sure, yeah. It's not going to break their bank or anything like that. It's fine.
Nah, I think they'll be fine. So, a question I've got to ask about Logic. Do you find it easier to use than GarageBand?
I wouldn't say I think it's quite similar. I don't think it's easier. I think it's because things on it. There's more to learn. I mean,
okay.
And it's more. I don't know. I feel like it's worth studying Logic a bit. When you start, so many features on there that you have. Like, if you don't know, and like, there's loads about it that I don't do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, because I use GarageBand. Maybe I need to give Logic a bit of a try.
Yeah, I think there's more of a learning curve with Logic, but there's definitely like better. It's more that you can do so much more with Logic. I think GarageBand you could stuck because you just can't do a certain thing that you want. It depends what music is. If you're just doing like acoustic vocals and stuff, then GarageBand is perfectly fine. But I think if you want to start doing like bigger things and all that compression and like side chain, I've never done any of this, like parallel, whatever it's called, and side chain compression. Like, I have no idea. You can do it on Logic thing. I've never done it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what it is really. You can do it.
Right over my head. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
Right. Is there a track of yours that carries a deep personal meaning for you?
I think they all do in a way. Some more than others. I think on Grange Road album, for example, there's a song called My Life on there. That, like, I was in a bit of a dark place. I was just really low on energy and I was just feeling terrible. And I was like kind of sick of my life. I was actually like sick of being myself. And I was like, I just wish I could be someone. I don't even mean come back as another person, but just not even be, not even be the observer that I am looking out of my eyes, just to totally
Yeah.
be a completely different being, and that was a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
And kind of ended up writing my life. And although it sounds quite dark, I think that like there is like a sort of positivity underneath that, because I think the point of the song is like, yeah, I do feel this way, but at the end of the day, it kind of is we've only got one life. I've only got one life. This is my life, and so I've got to make the most of it. So I think that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's kind of obviously quite dark sort of themes in there, but there's a resolution in there as well.
Exactly. It's like trying to put a positive spin on a really bad day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's quite a powerful sort of thing that as songwriters we can kind of include in our music at times.
Yeah, it's
Try and
true.
help people as well.
Yeah, it's true. I think sometimes it helps people just to know that someone else is feeling the same thing.
Mm.
So necessarily a resolution in
Yeah.
it. Couldn't put a positive spin on the song. It's
Yeah.
positive in the way it affects someone else, because they'll listen to the song and they'll feel a sense of comfort, because it's like, oh well, at least I'm not alone.
Mm.
So there is
Yeah.
the power of music.
Yeah. It's massively important. It's massively important. Right. So what is one of the most memorable moments from a live show that you've done that might be like a crowd reaction to one of your songs, a funny moment, an incident that just sort of stands out to you? Can you think of anything?
Well, one of the gigs that I did at the Prince Alfred, there was a group of tourists in there. I don't know why I keep getting this thing up saying device storage. Oh,
Yeah, it's come up here as well.
Is it
So
flashing?
I've got rid of it. Yeah, I've got rid of it now.
Okay. I don't know how to get rid of it off mine.
It's all right. We just plug on.
So can you
Okay.
still see? Okay, I
It's
can
just-
kind of see you through it.
No, yeah,
Okay, what was the
I'm
question?
still here.
Oh yeah, there was a bunch,
It was
like a big crowd of tourists in there, and then I finished the gig because they were like really, and then I finished the gig and they all came up afterwards and they were sort of giving me tips, even though it was a paid gig, and I think I made like £100 in tips.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
Wow.
And then
That's good.
I think that
So where was?
sorry, carry on.
I was going to say. So where was that again?
That was at one of my gigs at the Prince Alfred.
Okay.
I think it was a weekend gig. Like if someone comes, they'll phone me up and see if I'm free. So I think it was like a Friday or Saturday night, and it was just kind of blew my mind. I was like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, what's the first song or album that you ever really connected with on a deep level?
I'm gonna go with Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
That was like,
Cool.
I feel like that was a real antidote to. I wasn't super into sort of like the pop music, really. You know, like, and there was a lot of crappy. No, I won't say crappy. I mean, there's a lot of really great pop songs out there, and there's like serve their sort of purpose, don't they? But I think
Oh yeah.
Alanis Morissette was like a really sort of welcome kind of elixir, because it was all attitude, amazing lyrics, but
Yeah.
somehow still really catchy. So really sing along, be like dumbed down, like so she could write deep, almost poetical, very like lyrics and still make it like a really catchy song, and also like amazing voice and stuff. I totally love that.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably one of the inspirations, and probably worked its way into my music more than any other inspiration or influence.
Yeah. So did you find a lot of her songs and the lyrics that are in those songs quite relatable?
Yeah, definitely. But more so now, weirdly, then it was more, I loved the sound, and I loved singing along to the energy of it, right? Because it was quite a little bit, it's like rebellious and a bit punky, it's edgy. But actually now that I cover a few of her songs now, and it's more relatable to, obviously I'm now, more the age that she was when she wrote them, rather than being like a kid.
Yeah.
Like when I sing Hand in My Pocket, it's like singing about myself. You know what I mean? But I love her.
Yeah. No, she's good. She needs to do more music. But not heard anything from her for a while.
I know. She actually did a gig quite recently in London, and I didn't know about it. I was like, how did I miss?
What is she?
Yeah, I think she did a little bit of a tour today, and I was like, I can't believe
Yeah.
I think it's because I was buried in my own music making, and I just didn't really know what's going on. So
Yeah.
damn.
Right. Are there any other sort of bands or artists you've enjoyed playing with, seeing live, collaborating with them on the local scenes you'd like to give a bit of a shout out to?
Well, recently I did this open mic, right? And it was at a place called Old Street. And there was this guy there called Ty, and he's on Instagram as Tidy Club. And like, it's so weird because like, he got up and he was like, he did his music and it was like, it was just really cool. Like, it's like, it didn't really fit necessarily a genre. And it was like so him. And I was like, I really like this. I really like the most I've enjoyed enough for a long time because it's not like following any kind of, it sounds like himself. And I really like that. So and then I went up and did my thing. And then, oh my God, he was like, you're like, I've been out, I go out all the time and I watch bands and you're like, you're the best, one of the best live acts that I've seen for ages. For like, and it was so nice to have that impression on each other. So we've kind of like touch and I think we're going to collaborate at some point. Although weirdly, we're both
Oh, brilliant.
We're both like similar in the way that we don't really like writing songs with other people. We're very much like solitary and when it comes to creation. We want to kind of get together in some way because we have such a similar energy and we like each other's energy and we vibe off of each other.
Yeah, that's good. Good. We look forward to that collaboration then.
Yeah. Follow me and you will see all of the updates on that. But yeah, to be
right. So
I was just going to say, to be fair, like because of, like I do so many open mics and I meet so many, like it's hard to say like one person that really stands out, if you like, because they're just like there's so many. I think that unless you go out to open mics and a lot like open mics, but I would recommend that people should go out to open mics more because honestly, it will blow your mind that the sheer diversity of talented people making really interesting music, like all the underground scene.
It's huge.
Yeah,
it's huge. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me the kind of lengths that people go to do their art, do all the writing, recording, getting out off the backside on a Monday, Tuesday nights, get out to do a gig and, they do it for the love of it. It's incredible. It's really incredible. Right. So what does the future hold for you both in the short and the long term?
Oh, let me just consult my crystal ball. I'm going to say what is I would like to tour Grange Road, the album. And also maybe like learn how to use it. I've got a loop pedal that I would like to sort of actually teach myself. But I'd love to just like recreate the songs from the album close as I can to the album on stage and do various gigs where I do that. So that's something
Brilliant.
that I think I'm going to try and get some support slots this year. I think is my next.
Brilliant.
Thing to get in front of a wider audience of people that enjoy my kind of.
Good. Right, and so that brings us to the end of the interview. Have you enjoyed being on, Kat?
I have. Thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
That's okay.
I'll share some of my work, and I'm sorry that I ramble and I'm a little bit, I don't know.
No, listen, you've been brilliant.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You've been amazing. It's okay. Right, so let's. Have you got any more gigs and stuff coming up? I can read through the gigs if you want on the thing.
Well, I would say if you happen to be near Bakewater Tuesday night to the Prince Alfred, find me on Queensway, Prince Alfred pub, and I'll sing. And I'm turning it into like my own show, really. Like it's a Tuesday night, so I can get away with doing loads. So yeah, that's the place.
Wicked.
Where it's every Tuesday night.
Right, so brilliant. I'll list all the upcoming gigs you've got at the moment. I'd love to say earlier there are more, but I'll post them as and when. So every Tuesday at the Prince Alfred pub, Queensway, Bayswater.
Yep.
April the 15th, you'll be at the Retro Bar, Munster Road in Fulham. April 25th is the Eat Festival in Yeovil. May 3rd and 4th, Non-Such Town and Country Show in Epsom. May 6th is Revo Lounge in...
Yeah, I was going to say the Non-Such one, it's actually, I'm doing one in Bucks. They changed it because they've got two shows on at the same time. So it's actually in Buckinghamshire. Update that well, just every...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. We'll update that. So May the 6th, it's the Revo Lounge in Chippenham. May the 7th, it's the Good Mixer in Camden.
All our London
May 9th, it's the Eat, legendary Good Mixer. So May the 9th, it's the Eat Festival in Taunton.
Yeah.
July the 2nd, it's the Didsbury Arts Festival. Which, is that Oxfordshire?
Didsbury.
I think it's Oxford.
Oh, I think.
Is it? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I think it's up north somewhere.
Yeah.
Don't even know where I'm going.
Everything's up north.
Yeah.
So August 29th and the 30th, it's the Summerfest in Framlingham. And September 17th to the 21st, it's the Equinox Festival. So guys, check out Kat Elliott at all those gigs.
Yes.
Kat, have you got any social media or website that you want to
Yeah, I would say.
shout out to?
Yeah, I think the best place to follow me is Instagram, because it's where I'm going to update all. So Instagram is I am Kat Elliott, Kat with a C, as in Elliott with 2 L's and 2 T's. I am Kat Elliott. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
And I kind of share everything on Instagram, you know, like gig updates and, you know.
Amazing. And yep. So like, follow and share Kat's Instagram, and you'll find all the details for the gigs, etc. And I'll post the details for them on my Instagram, which is at Sound Like Us Podcast on Instagram. So please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Sound Like Us Podcast on Instagram and YouTube. The Sound Like Us Podcast merch store is now live. Check it out at soundlikeus.myshopify.com / I think. And you can use code FIRSTPLAY1 for 15% off tote bags, apparently, with more stuff coming soon. Kat, finally, to play us out, would you like to introduce your track?
Which track is it?
It's Romance Junkie.
Romance Junkie. Okay, I'm going to introduce this.
I believe.
Hey, my name is Kat Elliott, and you are about to listen to Romance Junkie. I hope you enjoy it. To all my fellow romance junkies out there in the world, love you guys. There you go.
Brilliant. Kat, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. I would love to have you on again at some point in the future when you more gigs and stuff coming up.
Yeah, I would love to. Thanks for having me.
And I promise I will be on time next time.
Yeah, and I promise.
And I promise I'll sort this blooming internet connection out once and for all.
Yeah, I've got to do the same actually, and get some.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can't trust the internet around here. Kat, it's been amazing having you on. Really, really appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Take care, yeah? You too.
Take care.